All right, let's get it. I'm gonna keep the downforce the way it is. I don't know if it's slower than 6.6 or not, but it's definitely more stable. We can try to maybe creep up just slightly to 5.6, but I definitely feel like we're in the right neighborhood as far as that
Welcome
goes
to
for
Germany for
stability.
today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheim Ring. The pit lane lights will turn green in the next minute or two to signify the start of qualifying. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily, it's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a driver, you have to try and ignore these distractions and just keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
Yep. All right. Let's run her down. Yeah, look at those lap times. About 3 minutes.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
And this is really about just getting the tires as cool as possible to start off the lap. Stick it right around 150. That should maximize our time with tire cooling. Just want to be coasting around 150 miles an hour on the straights.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
I basically did most of that undid most of that cooling. I did try to shift the brakes rearward. Yeah, we should be good. Third. Right behind the Red Bulls. And we have to run softs in Q2 because the mediums are 9/10 slower. We wouldn't get through Q2 on the medium tire. Same premise. The Red Bulls are just kind of in a world of their own right now. Actually, I'm gonna add a point of downforce. We'll see if that makes any difference.
Standing by.
I think we're like a 10.8 or a 10.9 on the first lap. And then we'll just coast down to just try not to use the brakes at all. Try not to use them a whole lot anyway.
Remaining in the session. We need a good lap here, or we're out of qualifying.
Slightly oversteer in a way that the previous one was not.
If we don't get into 10th or higher, we won't progress to the shootout. Give it your best shot.
That curve is a pain. It's looking like it's not going to happen. Which is fine. We can start on the soft tire, or the medium tire then. Which is a much better race tire anyway. Yeah, we just lost pace. Five, six, not a good setup. We were third overall on the first one we banged in. Oh boy.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
I forget how low the bar was set for that. Alright, we just need to remember to change the downforce back. It was that little bit of oversteer we reintroduced when we went back to when we went back up to 5.
There's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheim ring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone.
I mean, I think it's better to start outside of the top 10.
A lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. There's a new gearbox in the back of that car, which means a grid penalty, and hopefully some excitement as they make their way through the field.
Fingers crossed that's one failure they won't have to worry about today at least. There's not much of a silver lining to starting down the field with a penalty, but I think they'll be able to make some of that back up over the course of the race.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty. Raikkonen, Magnussen, Russell, and Roman Grosjean. Leclerc, Williams, Daniel Ricciardo, and
We
Butler.
did shoot up a little bit.
Norris, Sainz, Lance Stroll, and Lucas Faber, Hulkenberg, and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the
We're
track.
faster than where we're starting, for sure. It's just a matter of tire life.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them.
Okay.
Good luck.
Let's look at the race director. Yeah, there's a lot of cars on medium. I think that's going to prove to be a much better race tire.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Alright, reforming grid for race start. Please stand by. Don't want to be on the inside.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
I don't really want to be either side, really. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's what I wanted, the Toro Rosso. That's why I gritted my teeth. That was terrible. Very, very ambitious move. But yeah, that's the thing. The AI will try to do that.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
Yeah, we backed out of it. Leclerc was going to swipe us. And I think there's yet another incident there. Let's have a look at this. I think Leclerc punctures his wing here. Yep, that's wing damage. He throws his race away. Got to be careful following now, though. Look at the overtake. And we'll turn down. Leclerc just doesn't have the downforce or grip now. Now I'm just hoping for Ricciardo to drop out of this with his tires. And then we can start working our way up the field. Alright, we're going in on lap 15.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Let's go. We're much too deep in the braking zone. Not much for straightaways here. Count on him going defensive. Perfect overtake. Eventually we get it.
Nice move.
Ricardo, I don't think he'll get within 1 second of, I think it looks like my teammate now. So I'll have a good move lined up here. Looks like the softs are starting to fade. If I know I want the move, the big straight. No clean air for us.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS to overtake.
Very wide. We let off the accelerator so that we didn't get a quote-unquote advantage.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
We're gaining. They're going defensive, kind of. An overtake move happened, unfortunately, which didn't really give me any room to operate in. If Grosjean does finish the move, then we should have a shot at Magnussen very soon here. And his grip does seem to be fading really quickly. Front runner's
Okay,
pit.
you're in the top 10.
That should work in my favor. The slipstream counts for a lot here.
Right, some information on
Ricardo's
Ricardo.
gone.
It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
I assume that's some kind of engine failure. I didn't see him crash into anybody. I'm trying to stay focused though, because we are well in a fight. We kind of went out on corners, which makes it difficult for me to Sergio's
Yellow flag.
way out.
Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Gonna part it,
Okay, clear.
and we're gonna just shoot by. There's two cars in front of us. One is Perez. I don't know who the other car is, but they're way in front.
Our gap to the car in front is
it's one of the Red
5.3
Bulls.
seconds.
There goes Perez.
Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 11.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time
They're
last lap
attempting a
was
one stop.
1 minute 15.5. You're gaining by 0.3 a lap. Good work.
Looks like Max is trying to clear traffic. And we're doing really well. Putting together really good laps. Max is coming in.
Verstappen is stopping now.
We're just speeding up. Where did Max slot? Fourth? Gasly's in sixth and almost certainly stopping again. It's up to Grosjean to be a good teammate at this point. I think we just attack late on the hards and see what we can do.
Gap to teammate behind is 2.5 seconds.
About 5 seconds in the lead. Oh, hey, Super Mario B, how you doing, man? So you're just starting in F1. Personal best.
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
I will, just hold your horses. So we're not quite at Gasly's pace. We've seen F1 Drive to Survive on Netflix. think I think we canceled Netflix just before I would have started looking for time to watch it. I'm going to need a little bit more fuel here too. Is that the F1 documentary, or is that a series kind of based, or a movie kind of based in on motorsport racing? At any rate, I haven't seen it.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Gasly, I think, is stopping again. Come on, Grosjean, give him a fight. He's probably about to go into position without a fight. Yep. Oh, okay, documentary about 2018. Yeah, Grosjean just coughed up the position.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain
No,
in
it's
10
not.
minutes.
It's coming, but it's not coming that quickly. My race forecaster has it coming at the very tail end of the race. Max is on fresh hard. I'm on worn medium, so I do expect him to be a little bit quicker at this point. We're expected to rejoin in 10th. I'm not sure what this car is missing at this point.
Pit
want
window
to
open. Let's box this lap.
crank that dial up. That's where we want. We want some more speed. And hopefully I can clear a few more cars. Gasly currently holds fastest lap. It still has me coming out 10th. He usually estimates pretty conservatively
Okay,
though.
remember to pit this lap.
So our actual emergence might be a little bit better than that. Just in. Too late.
Exit now.
Now I'll turn it down. A lot of stopping behind me.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Yep, we'll get Hamilton without much of a fight, actually. Shocking. So yeah, Mario, where do you know where Butler and Weber signed on yours? Butler sitting here in Toro Rosso running a 19th. But yeah, these are the teams that they shot to for me when I went into the Alfa Romeo. I switched to Haas later. So Butler, I think, is meant to go to the team above, and then Weber to the one below. Oh, you'll see once you start.
Verstappen has the lead.
I think Perez actually undercut me,
Roman is in the pits.
which is fine. He's on much older tires.
Gap to car in front is 7.0 seconds.
Hamilton actually is going to try to stay with me. Great. Trying to recharge battery, and that just allowed him to go by.
We're leading our teammate by 5.9 seconds.
Thanks for the brake check, Lewis. Now we're going to stay in hot lap this time to try to break slipstream.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
It is amazing how the AI will use slipstream against you. Like, I'm almost certainly naturally faster, but they just hang in the slipstream and just go by you when you're trying to charge up your battery. I think we're far enough ahead to be safe now, though.
for the car ahead is 1.2 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:15.6. You're gaining by a full second per lap. Good job.
And once they're on a slipstream, they have nothing to offer. And the Red Bulls are navigating lap traffic. Get ready to deploy overtake. Oh my god, they just don't give you space. I'm sitting there where I am just because of the way that they just pinch you. But Perez really shouldn't have been where he was coming off that corner. Because they basically pinch you off into the curb, and that's why I lost control. They're not actually allowed to do that. They do actually have to give you enough space to be on the track. But yeah, the AI in this game is just unbelievably aggressive.
That's P2. You're up to P2.
Butler, Toro Rosso, Weber, Williams. Just like mine then. But yeah, actually, Butler is way back here because he made a ridiculous lunge at the beginning of the race straight into the Sauber of Kimi Räikkönen. Which again is just to the ridiculous aggression of the AI. But yeah, the reason I'm out there is because if you're side by side with the AI in any way in these newer F1 games, the AI just turns into you and chips your wing. That's why. So I just threw out the whole thing. I'm just like, no, you're playing cheap. And that's why I lost control, because I was trying to avoid getting my wing chips. But if they program the AI to actually give the space that the player should be getting in that situation, there'd be no problem. Then he could run side by side with the AI and just drag race in and out of corners. It's also especially frustrating running on a controller because it's just hard to drive with the precision necessary when you're just
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
when you're D-pad churning and everything. They designed this with millimeter perfect precision in mind, and that just doesn't tend to be what you
Verstappen
get.
is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 15.9 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 12 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 14.4. We're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap.
Yeah, the Red Bulls are just a little bit quicker. But it's just like that, the whole aspect of overtaking. You have to get your car completely by the AI. Because if you go side by side with them and anywhere into the corners, they're out for blood.
Gasly has set the fastest lap of the race so far.
And yeah, I am complaining a bit, but ever since last year's game, it's just the difficulty in overtaking has just made it so hard to be competitive with the top teams, unless you just have the performance. Alright, let's see what we got. Although I'm not feeling all that optimistic at this point. Some of the ERS shortage might actually be explaining our lack of pace right now. At this point in time, we're just spending more time charging ERS than anything else.
We don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Yeah, we're going to be battling Gasly. Oh boy.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
I'm hoping we do start gaining a little bit of battery. I'm just gonna try to run medium throughout the rest of the race now. It looks like it's not gonna work. Maybe. Yuck. Metal's gone.
flag.
Gasly's just slightly quicker. I'm going to try to extract a little bit more battery. Might be risky. Actually, if it starts raining, we won't need to be doing this. Verstappen with worn tires is just unreal. Oh, rain starting. The one upside is that we might lose DRS.
Okay, be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Looks like it's going to come quickly though.
Situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
We basically are just waiting for them to call us in for inners.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
We need about 3 laps of running for it to make a difference. Tire status. Tire status.
Right, we're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace, but as soon as you hit the limit, come and put the inters on.
Sounds like we're going to need
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Understood, copy that.
This late, I don't know if the AI will actually change.
Roman is in for his stop.
Grip is just gone.
A new strategy is available on the MFT.
Yeah, I know. This is not fair. The AI is coming out of this corner perfectly, and we're not.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Like, they just know how much slower to go.
The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out on track.
That is not happening. We need to come in. They called us in the second we passed the pit lane. That's ridiculous. They should call us in if they project the rain to cross over while during the next lap and not.
The incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
With Gasly there, I assume he tried to overtake. Notice that using manual gear minimizes.
Release.
That might be, but I just can't control the car and manually shift gears at the same time.
No more scheduled pit stops.
But yeah, it's because if you're on I give you corner on a higher gear, you're less likely to spin out. But I've just never really been able to figure out how to manually shift gears and steer and brake at the same time on a controller.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
A lot of the sliding, though, is new to this year's game.
Gap to teammate behind is 15.
Like some of the traction,
seconds.
the type of traction loss I'm enduring is really just emerged in this year's game more so than last year's. But when you transition into rain with traction control off, it's just a pain. Woo! Losing grip. Oh, goody.
This is your final lap of the race.
We're overheating. So these things overheat at 194 degrees, huh? I mean, I guess I could use L1, R1 for the gears. But it's not just like the button placement, it's trying to do all this at the same time as braking and...
Less than a
braking
lap
and
of fuel
steering.
now. The tank is empty.
I assume Gasly just lost out trying to overtake me in really rainy conditions. Not so much he lost it because of the rain, but because he tried to overtake me a little bit overzealously. That's like my gripe.
Great work.
When we get into wet,
We're really happy with the podium here.
the AI manages dry on wet after the transition perfectly.
Red Bull
And the
pulling
player
out 4
struggles.
stops today. What a great win. Anthony Davidson.
Like if he's trying to out-accelerate me, he should be fishtailing too.
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all
I'm
the
mostly
grip
angry that my
lines
pit
and
crew
with
is
confidence
wholly
to get on the
incapable
power to top it all
of
off.
projecting
That's
that the
what pushed them in
condition,
first place here today.
like we're very close to the crossover. Call me in that lap then.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic
Like
win
before
for
I'm
Red
crossing
Bull
the pit
team.
lane, call me
They
in.
performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the
That's
edge of
so
our seats
silly.
throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
But yeah, the teams are just perpetually bad in this game. Like your team.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to Williams. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, Red Bull's
Bull
just...
further ahead in the standings. It's been an...
Yeah, that was just... Yeah, I would like them to turn the AI just a touch down from like batshit insane. I mean, we're not there yet, but we're getting there. We're close. So you do have a Logitech wheel. Yeah, pace-wise we're actually pretty close.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Ah, that's like a $200
Some
wheel.
excellent overtaking moves from your former teammate today. Did he learn some of them from you? Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
Yeah, I'm trying to get chassis up now a little
You must
bit.
be thrilled to be up on the podium. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, I think we're going to carry on. Oh, it's a $400 wheel that is listed at $218.99.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
Oh, excuse me. I want to get my failure chances as close to 0 as possible. Because, yeah, having things fail is just no fun at all. Let's finish downforce. They just showed me my teammates' interview, or the rival interviews with former F2, which that gets old pretty quick. Seeing it through to the end, I guess that would be fully upgrading. And again, it looks like we have another track where we want to avoid being out there on the soft tire. But yeah, those aero upgrades should greatly aid our overtaking now. We're already a beast in aerodynamics, but now we can hopefully put it together and do overtaking. Wet qualifying, dry race. Where did Force India put... Whatever they invested in, I hope it wasn't downforce. Looks like that's exactly what it was. Alright.